we are at Rongo City TV. We are live and we want to take this opportunity to welcome all of you to our live broadcast. And today we are hosting a team from Siala Technical Training Institute. And we have different guests and we will have to know them before they talk to us. Welcome and please don't forget to follow and share more. Welcome. I'd like to take this time to give you this opportunity, our moderator of the day, so that you can give us the program. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm called Vero Timo. For those who don't know me, I'm the former chair of Siala Technical Training Institute, and here we are having the aspirants who will be vying for samples, and not for now. We learn from them and we'll get from them. Furthermore, I'll just begin with the introduction, and I'll usher in my brother to begin with the introduction as the others will follow. Then from there, pick it. Otherwise, welcome.
Thank you. First, Madam Frederick, Mondi, Siala, UTI, and the wife for president, and act as a session leader. Right now, we are here, so we are working for some issues. Thank you so much for listening to us, and we are live right now. Thank you so much. Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. For those who don't know me, my name is Vesco Albias Omondi. I'm a student at Siala, TTI. The situation at the moment, we want to discuss some issues in terms of development in our school. Therefore, we are really glad to host it here today. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm Vincent Otieno from Building Department. I'm doing civil engineering commercial. I'm one of the officials of the current and the former Secretary General of Commission, and maybe in future I still have plans for my school. So now,
Thank you very much. We are now starting our discussion officially. My name is Arwa. For those who do not know me, I'm Arwa Chien. And here we are at Rongo City TV, and we are going to discuss a lot. And perhaps you are our viewer watching this. You are free to share your comments, and also you are allowed to ask any question concerning our aspirants, and feel at home. Thank you. So, to my guests, I just want to thank you very much for taking your time to be here today. And I hope whatever we are going to discuss here is going to be of more value and help to other people who might have different thoughts of maybe how is it going to be, right? Yeah, so maybe before I go to another agenda, I'd like to just get a preview of what's the situation currently in school, where you're learning, and we are aware totally that we are having some officials who are working in the institution, in the students' council, right? And also we have those who are now outgoing and now the incoming. So I believe all of you are incoming. Very good. So before I ask my question, back to Madam Moderator, can you please give us a preview of what has been going on in terms of the politics of the school?
Thank you very much. I'm back again. In terms of politics in our school, I love it and I can again encourage it, since the things that we've been doing in our school, first, not nominated. So you said that I can give a preview of what is in our school pertaining politics, right? So what I can advise my fellow, that when you want to be a leader, I was once a leader, and I can't brag that I was a leader, but what I saw inside leadership made me, encouraged me, and since you saw last time, I had my aspirant whom I supported, and I had that courage that you will not be left behind. And for those who are watching, you knew very well that the people who are running with, all they proceeded, none was left behind. So in terms of politics, number one, uh, integrity matters a lot. Tell who you are. Do you want to do something so that you be seen, or do you want to do something so that people see that you are doing something? And we don't encourage that. You first of all have a meeting on yourself. Sit down. We have meeting with the committee, but first you begin the meeting yourself. Ask yourself, I want to be a leader. Then, as a leader, what do I want to do to people? You know, in an institution like Siala Technical Training Institute, it's having administration and the role of a leader. Here we now see we just help the admin in standing for the student. You just collaborate with the administration so that you can help the student. But first of all, we check what brought us to school.
Yeah.
Number one thing that brought us to school was education. When you will be leaving the school, will you be leaving the school with leadership, or will you be leaving the school with the certificate? First of all, check your studies. As I saw my brothers in internet saying that what brought us to school is studies. Yes, that is good. But there are people who are besides that studies, in terms of politics, they can emerge even being some big people in future, because not everybody was brought to school to learn. You can learn, but something may go wrong besides it. So I can encourage my fellow that before we be leaders, have your meeting on your own. Ask yourself what you want to build. For me, I was a leader, and I had many plans to do for my fellow comrades. But with the title I have, the title is so big, the school president. The title is so big. So even the people around you will be like, hey, the school president. But if you are now in school, I'm just a comrade, I'm a student. When people do exam, is there a room created for the president to do exam? It's not created. So when you are a leader, you just act the same student, but you just help the comrades in what they can't reach through the chain of command. So another thing that I want to add my fellow people, as long as your work is just to help the link between the administration, and even if you check our constitution, there are roles of different, those aspirants in different categories. Each and every person, the cabinet has their roles. So also before you go by, check your roles. I want to be secretary for academics. What will these people, where do I fall? When there is a committee, where do I fall? Do I just, I'm in the council, you do everything? No, you don't act that way. You check your roles first, have a meeting on your own, then you decide. And so you don't be rude at times to the administration. Why? You came to school to learn. And you know when you are rude, everybody will hate you. After hatred, things will not go well on your side. You just see like, I saw it last time, but we are in media. I know that they are capturing what I'm saying. But I want to welcome my brothers. Also, I had a friend who has been in council. He can share a little part so that our brother can also tell us, you know, somebody, you must have a vision. Why do I want to be a leader? I just saw people buying, or I just want to take that little token we are given. So, you know, people have different visions for being leadership. So, first of all, I will get it from my brother who was once in council, also to tell us a little bit. Then, as we continue, I'll also continue. Otherwise, welcome Mr. Engineer Kotieni.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, answering the question you posted about the current situation in our school, first I have to say the political arena is vast, like it's big. But the first thing to consider the main reason why we are in school. So I'll start by encouraging that before you engage yourself in politics, at least you should perfect on your academic efforts. That's number one. So people who think now when you are in politics, color minds in politics, that's not true. For one to be vetted, for one to qualify for any post, your academic report must be clean and they always need the best. Yes. The current situation in our school is quite encouraging. That one I must admit. Our school is doing well, no matters politics, matters development. It's good. As for now, I don't see any challenges, though challenges are there, but our administration is coping with them. I'm thankful, and I'll just add, if I get the chance again to be in any position which for now I can't say because I'm not aware of tomorrow. But if I get any chance to be in any post, I know my administration will still let me to do a lot of improvements. Yes.
Thank you, Engineer. Maybe just before we move on, I've heard you talk, you were once in the docket of the leadership of school. Uh, Perhaps there were challenges you met throughout your way. Now we want the viewers to also hear as a leader who was leading by then. What were some difficult moments you faced by that time that made you feel like maybe now if I go back, I can rectify this? Yeah.
Okay, okay. Challenges are numerous. First of all, complaints, they will always demand. They will tell you, Vincent, we need a system, we need such kinds of entertainment, but when you go to your employer, like whoever is ahead of you, that's the administration, you find that some of these solutions are long term. They can't be done on that specific day. So we have challenges when it's come to purchasing some of the equipment they need, maybe organizing some of the events. So because all these things require finance, and getting some of this may be a challenge. So that's challenge number one. Challenge number two, it's you personally. How will you take these things? Some people are chaotic. They will always attack you one another. Why are things not moving our own direction? So on your own, your personal attack, you will feel frustrated. Sometimes you feel like you should just resign, leave that work. So these are such kinds of challenges you face, but they are quite many for the interest of time.
Thank you, Honorable Vincent. Our viewers, I think we are getting clear how our honorables are just talking over the challenges and even how they run the office. So you are able to also give us your idea through commenting there, and please keep on following as we go back to Honorable. Remind me your name again, sir. Sorry? Disco. Yeah. Can you speak something a little about how have you seen your department? Have you been in the post before or applying for the first time? Oh, okay. Okay. Or you can tell us something briefly about how you went through that office challenges and many other things.
Oh, thank you again. First of all, what I want to say about that, always by the time I was vying for this post, I was telling my people that let us agree that our first mandate of Siala is to make excellence the habit. So even when I was actually selling my policies to them, when I was telling them I'll do for you this, these are some of the things I'll do, these are some of the things I'll just leave you to assist me on. But I kept on reminding them the first mandate is to make excellence the habit. So I have to say that we as leaders, I can't call myself a leader because by then I think I had a battle and I had my team. I had my supporters. So the work of a leader, I can say, just to represent students. So when I was actually vying for my seat, uh, there were actually, we enjoyed the moment together with them. Though you can be given fake promises, we will do this for you, do this for you.
That is good.
Waiting, so they don't come and vote. See, so there are just many challenges in terms of this situation for politics. Yeah. So I just want to urge my fellow leaders that even if we are in this position of vying for any seat in Siala, let us actually believe that what we should put in front into our manifestos and policies itself for them is to assist the administration in the partnership. Just because they decided to put the house commandant just actually you get it. Yeah, so let us just work in the partnership with the administration, transforming the studies and politics.
Thank you so much. Maybe as a leader who once tried it before, there is this thing called when you are in the office, you perhaps have found some weaknesses of the leader who left before you. What are the things you tried improving by then that make you think again I need to go back to the office and complete whatever you left before leaving the office at first?
Uh, Allow me say this. Uh, you know, for instance, let me say the presidential seat. When you have a president in an office, the president will work until his or her term ends. To the point you will leave or she will leave the office, that's some of the things he or she was doing before. And let us just. So at the point they leave, let me say they promise when they are buying, they must be selling their policies. Yeah. So when they enter the office, they promise to deliver. Yeah. So they can't actually just something. So at the point they will leave it, that's the point.
What they left.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm getting it.
And starting your own.
And your own strategy.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
You must be having a plan and a good strategies.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm seeing our moderator have something to share.
Yeah, I have something to add and to assist brother. For instance, you find that you are in a post. Furthermore, I speak on presidential seat because I was once there. You want to build up what others left in the office. And when you're selling your policies, you will find people telling you, kwani nani alianzia wapi wewe unataka kuanzia hapo? So you know from there pia unapata unajirudisha chini unasema kama hii nani alishaanza na imeisha. Yes. So you know every person coming for a position, he or she must have a policy. And when selling policies, you find that these policies, people began to sell them before. So in addition, what I want to encourage my school, when somebody began something to build, the legacy will remain on the person. Whoever he left 3 years ago, when that thing ends, it will be in the legacy of, say, the year 2020 council, 2023 council. It will be there. So, what I can encourage with my fellow who will be selling their policies, let's try to do things that are unique. Let's stop sharing everything that we'll do this, but we find that at the end, we are not able to do because, as the brother Kocheno said, we have long term and we have short term. For instance, if we check our school, Siala Technical, we had a field that was to be made. So you find that there are latrines, people are complaining of latrines in the field, but you know, it's not something that can't just come a day. Ameingia ofisi, anataka hii kitu ifanywe ishe, it can't. So we find that some things are long term, some are short term, because we also as comrades, we see things that we want to bring. And the administration also they also have their plans on what to do. As comrades, we always, to be fair, tutakuwa tunataka vitu itatusaidia. We not bother on the administration. Wao pia watakuwa wanapanga vitu zao. Because hata kama the time people were unafanya nini? Ile inaitwa yes, swearing in ceremony. When you are reading that thing, you say, and work closely with the administration. When it reads, unapata kumbe tunakwambia administration is frustrating. Don't listen to them. So the moment you don't listen to them, then who are you going to work with closely? And you swear.
So this means even the students themselves also sometimes they go against the administration.
It's true. Me, I can speak that on a fair ground. It's true. And the person complaining, when you tell him or her next time, come for that seat so that you can also bring on what were not there, and they are not capable. As for now I'm speaking, they will say, nothing you brought to us. Nothing I brought. But to me, I saw something that I brought. When you bring them on board to apply, they'll be making noise. And you'll find in Siala, this I'm telling Siala Comrade, in Siala, you'll find only maybe 3 seats are having two aspirants running for one position. Others, they are going unvetted, vetted or unopposed. So you find they complain much, but they don't come on board so that they can also defend their school. This is what I want to tell them, that if they want to change their school, let them come together. Not that everybody is on his side, everybody is on his side. Let them come together, they apply. Now we are going for interview. Not that who we are here are going for interview. Here we are just talking on leadership. Next year, in January, the election. This is interview. They say, admin wako na watu wao. Of which I say it's wrong. Mtu ameenda betting. Admin mtu going unopposed. Mtu wako mtu mmoja, alafu anasema huyu ni mtu wa admin. Aje ni mtu admin, na wewe mwenye unasema ni mtu admin, you are not able to come to the betting table. So I want to tell Siala Technical Training Institute comrades, vie for those different posts. Stop complaining much, and you are there seated. You don't want to go and apply for those various posts. Otherwise, I'll continue with my brother.
Thank you, sir. I think we are moving well, and I'm realizing there is also a challenge when it comes to now electing who you want. Sometimes students are not even supposed to elect who they want. They do the election. I think maybe before we go towards the end of the discussion, we have to revisit that. Meanwhile, sir, please tell us something.
Okay, thank you so much. As you know, well, I'm a mandatory student, Siala. I think I'm joining Siala 2023. Then we used to do the politics again last year when I applied for seat. Now I'm here as a president seat who applied that post last year, not last year, but last time. Then it is like if I can talk about politics, about Siala, I think I can say Siala is now going up. There is politics. You know, Siala, you have to be genuine about politics. Then you have to be strong. I think when we go for betting last moment, when we were with my friend, I think my friend was not there with attachment, though I have done police.
manage to pass 22 people. I still. But even though now I didn't manage to make it, but always you as a strong man, you are a strong man about the politics. You have to know if there are some dreams, then don't leave it go that way.
Yeah, you have to fight.
Yeah, you have to fight for it. Now don't fight for it. Yeah, you have to fight for it. Because it's like even nationally, it's a competition nationally here. Yeah, it's like I started doing about politics last year 2023 when I was competing for another assembly drive. We want to drive for MP and MCA. Award we were sober. Yeah. Now I started with that point, with that area. Now when I came to Siala, because you have to have an interest in something. You don't have interest, you can't make it do that. Then I had that interest. Then I decided as myself, at the last moment. Then I am still. We are just neighbors. We are just neighbors. But even though by that time, I never knew that I can buy for that post. But I told him last moment, still I'm going to buy for that post. I'm going to write my letter right now, even though I didn't manage to send that letter through email. And deadline was already, there's really meaning. Was already off. Yeah, I can say that. Now, whatever I don't still buy for it. I'm going to buy for that post. But whatever I know, I'm going to pass 30. Because if it is a matter of academic, then it's like I think my academic is I have a clear sheet of academic.
So this also makes me think of for you to vie for any post,
Yeah,
you have to be academically fit.
Yeah, academically fit.
I cannot just come from anywhere and now I'm just anybody and people laugh me, you know, niko na watu. Hapo sasa kuna cha niko na watu. It's a little bit tricky, for the people who are trying to go through this direction. Try also to nurture something in the brain, Yeah, that's one.
Now, whatever I can say I can tell the comrades of Siala, whoever wants to buy for any food, you can go and buy. Everything is possible if you have that clear interest. Even if I never knew I can manage it to reach at that point, I managed to reach. Even my friend Sarah. I give them pressure.
How did you get the relationship between you and students? So, you know, when you come to an institution or a group of people, where a group of people are, you have to develop a friendship between 1, 2, 3, so that other people get to know you in terms of who you are, where do you come from. If at all you want to maybe tell them, can I lead you? Are they able to accept your request? So how did you get this relationship?
Okay, naturally, I think I can say, I think by the time I joined that institute, I was so familiar. I became so familiar with only one man, so I became so familiar. Teachers with comrades. Now you can see even comrades knew about me, knew about my character. It's like they are the person you can make it, Then it's like I can make it. Okay, I'm going to try it. That's the point. I say myself, let me go and try it. If I can manage to succeed, if I can be a president of Siala, because I have my ambitions. I have some things to do with Siala. Because by the time I was selling my policies, by the time I was campaigning, you know, you can't sell your policies which you know that by the time you enter in that office, you can't fulfill them. But me, I think by the time I was making those my my tenders. I think I had my committee, my friend, my colleague, was the one of my committee was my driver. Yeah, I can say it was my
So
driver.
you wouldn't have your driver.
Yeah, I was my driver, it was my colleague. It was
That is splendid.
yeah. Exactly. Now, that's it. And me, I can encourage Comrade of Siala. Najua, if you are there, you want to buy for it. They will tell you, they have a bit of pressure. They want you to do, want you to enter that office, into that office. You want to do one thing and this, do this and this. But try your best. You know, if you want to, if you have been somewhere, try to give a good legacy. Yeah, try to do something good. If you are now out from that place, now it's like they can say, when such person, I was here, he done this and this and this. Yes, not that big. But me and my sound mission in Siala, helped a lot to help the Siala because I think kuna semanga watu wanaenda hapo wanafanya na administration. But me nilisema mimi kivyangu. I say
Man to man.
Man to man. Me I can't. I'll just collaborate with them that it is like I'm not do. I'll not with them. They want to do, but I'll work with them. My companies. Yeah, because I think if I can talk about the leadership of Vera, I was around. By that moment, I was by that time I was a fresher.
You are still
I was still young, but by that time I was on power. Yeah. Now, whatever I can say, my friend Vera is a real position woman. I can say that. A woman or lady, whichever name I can give. Yeah. Now, with Vera, by the time we were campaigning last time, I think we were not even talking with Vera. But after election having done, we just came and now talk Vera. Because the politics can be low. Yeah, but that one say about Mamba politics. When it's like I have my friends, I have my colleagues, I have my PA. I talked to my PA yesterday. They were not happy with that invitation. Yeah, they were not happy. But I discussed with them, tell them what the meaning of that discussion. But they just kept talking. Yeah.
So this is also giving us record there is a resolution.
Yeah. Now whatever I can tell my viewers, I'm here and I'm going to buy for president next year, and interim I'm also there. I'm going to buy for it.
Wow.
Yes, I'm there. Now for my friends who are following me, know that I'm there for you. I'm coming back. I'm already done with my attachment. I'm coming back to Siala.
Yeah, we are coming back for you.
I'm coming back
Some networks there.
September, I'm there. Interim, I'm there. Election, I'm there.
Mr. Chair,
Yes.
before Abala ends, and I like his speech. And Abala, I have a question to you. You said when you came, when you wanted to have that seat, in 1 month you were familiar. Right? Is that right?
Yeah, I was familiar. That's my nature.
So, what did you do to the comrades that made you to be familiar to the comrades within 1 month, and you said and they loved you, but at the long run you were defeated? So what is this that you did that also told them that you are not right at times that made you to come next time?
Yes, on top, I also have a question.
Yes.
Abala, yes, you are saying that interview, which post? And why do you think now you are the best? Because you failed just some months ago. What have you changed that now makes you think you are the best candidate for our school?
Now I will start with you. Here, I'm going to vie for that post as a president of Siala. Yeah, I'm going to vie for that post as a president of Siala. Whatever made me not to manage to get that post by that time, even if you nationally, even you can see Ruto Raila. See that post, only one person must win, and one person must lose. Not all must, or not all will be in. Only one person. Now, whoever want to fight for any post, know that there's a loser and a winner. Yeah, there's a loser and a winner. Now you can lose and you can win. Now you have to work yourself. In case I win, whatever which things I left, then if I lose, what's the next step? I now move. Will I buy for next time? Now you don't have to lose up. When you have already lose. Now you have to buy for next time, so that maybe next time can be you want to your time now, because even the Bible says when your time reaches, then the time of God is the time.
On a neutral ground to maybe all of you, the aspirants, is it also true that when the people vote for you, then perhaps there is some leakage of somebody going to steal someone's votes, things like that, as it's happening outside here? Is it also true that it happens in colleges?
Yeah. Even that one it becomes a challenge when it comes to no, but these are institutions. That's where those ballots are slipping. Everything is slipping in the institution. Now you can't trust anybody. Even you can't trust even your mother. But even you don't trust yourself. Yeah, that's why like by the time it's like you are counting those votes. I'm not sure. I was not sure because votes. I was really not sure because I was really not sure with those votes. Because by the time you are counting those votes, you can maybe udim. I didn't udim. We are returning officer.
Yes.
He was counting those votes. Even that thing becomes a challenge. And that's like I can talk about Vera talked about this maybe addition project. I can say that, and according to him, he said that's not true, but according to me, it's true. Less the fact you say, and less the truth you say. When it comes to Siala, Siala sometimes governor project wow. Hiyo ni kweli kabisa. Hiyo ni kweli kabisa. Now it's like they want their project because it's like they don't want that person who is bringing them pressure. You know, it's like admission for Siala, you have to, if you enter the level office, you have to give them pressure so that you can deliver for what your comrades wants that moment. But you have to pressurize them so that they can deliver those things. Now they don't want that person who's giving them pressure.
Okay, honorable, allow me to ask you, pressurizing them in terms of what you know, comrades are so funny.
Yeah.
They can come with an agenda that is perhaps going against the school rules and regulations. For example, if I just decided I want Siala students to be taking ban, all of them, and I come to you, you are my leader, can you take that motion to the board and tell them, all students, voted, we want ban? No. Is that pressure?
You know what? Thank you. You know what? Let me talk, for example, in Siala, we have Freshers Day, we have Freshers Night, we have Cultural. Sometimes you can be pressurized such a thing to be done around the institute. Maybe it is like they want to strengthen the Wi-Fi. That Wi-Fi is so weak. Now, if you push the administration, it's like they want that person who want to force them to do the thing which they don't want at the right moment. And you have to work with the voice of comrades. You understand that? You have to work with the voice of comrades. Yeah. Now this is like that's the reason why it is like by the time maybe an aspirant want selling their policies. You want to sell policies, maybe he knew he know that he cannot what? He or she know that he cannot deliver. That's what it's like. There are some things, there are some agendas you can't you cannot really. It's like you can't even deliver for Congress. Like I can talk about Wi-Fi. This Wi-Fi is like has been dropped many years, but it's like this one has not been listed.
So this means each leader coming to the office also faces the same challenge.
Same time, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Allow it.
Monaro, allow me to tell you this. First of all, for you to be a leader, you must have a mindset that you must have an alternative because you will be dealing with many issues. First of all, like for instance, I can come to you with a problem and share with you these are some of the things you're not into life. What can we do about it? You must have what you call alternative way forward. And number two, being a leader is not easy. It's not easy. And just like let me tell my people, my fellow comrades first, that this time around I'm not going to go for the seat of chair. I'll be in the council. Okay, I'll need to be the CS of finance.
Also, we have CSS in colleges.
Yes. Yeah.
I'll need the CS for finance just because let me remind them that when I was vying for the school presidency last time, I was stopped by the way. Mimi hakuna mwenye nimeshinda. Mimi sikushindwa. I didn't even read the ballot just because I agree with the administration that they said that for you to be elected as a school president, you must be in school for 2 consecutive terms. And by then, I was in school for 1 term, of which the following term I was going for my judgment. Having September, I was in school, but not for the position of chairman. I'll go for the position of CS finance. Yes, so my people think the information is well shorted. So, Bagane, thank you very much.
Engineer.
I have three things to say. First of all, I asked my friend a question and they didn't answer me. While I'm repeating my question, he said, you know, I was in your last campaign. I did everything and we worked, but we didn't manage. So you are saying again that you will be on the ballot. This time, I'm not going to support you blindly, just to be open, until you convince me that what are you going to do for our school? What are your mission and dreams for our school? And so on. Two, I may be or I may not be in the interim. I can't say that as for now, you know, we have enemies, and this is politics. You knows your plans before you are there. So maybe, but if by any chance God grants me life, I'm not going to buy for anything lower than the top
Top
position
six.
that is the president.
Wow.
Also, one like that position, yeah,
Yeah,
the top rank,
but I can't decide it now. We have a lot in place. Like that time next month, towards the end of next month, like the last month, apply. So with that I can't say, but I just want to help me know what we ask. With that, I support you. And again, I'm going to support you. But first, convince me here in front of everyone that you are the best candidate for our
Thank you, sir. Thank you, thank you. Thank you much, Honorable Bishop. You are awesome. I want to thank you once again. Last time when I was presenting, you are one in the other side. I want to thank you for that. You should have today last time. Vincent, I think before mentioned that by the time you want to buy any bond, also there's not fit. You have to know that you are not alone. You have to have your opponent more than 2 or 3. And you have to know that on that post, only one person will go for that seat. You ask me the reasons why now the strategies I will use to manage the end of that office. Whatever make me not to enter that office by that time. But I will tell you that any post you have to buy, you have to know that you have a loser and you have a winner. But by that luck, I lose. But never lose hope. Yeah, never lose hope because I lose. So now for this time, I'm coming for now I'm coming for interim. Then I have what?
You are going back because you need money. I don't get you clear.
You don't get it.
Yes.
Okay, I think Honorable is trying to ask, they are being failed at first, right? Am I right?
And I was with him.
And you are within the same target. And now you want to convince the students that now I'm coming. Abuja.
Yes.
Now,
And why are you coming? Which strategies do you have? Not just by going around. Vincent, I have this 1, 2, 3. And we
Okay,
convince.
I've heard you talking about something like that certain agendas perhaps they only want to speak them in some forum, right? Maybe now your big agenda or things you have prepared to convince your followers. Perhaps you may not want to say them on the live session, and you can just talk in the line of. He has asked, give just some reasons.
Not even agenda.
So you don't have to cover agenda, only strategy.
Well, my brother. Yes. So, Mr. Potien, when somebody wants to be a seat, like for now here, you never know which one coming for that seat next time. Yes, you may be many in that seat. Yeah, I'll be there. So, don't ask Sabala many questions. I want to assist Sabala.
No,
Number one.
he is my friend.
Yes.
Remember, I backed him up. I don't know even if I can step down. And back again.
now let me just
That's why I want you to convince me.
Okay,
Yes.
continue.
Yes.
Thank you so much. You want to know the strategies I'm going to use for this center.
Even one.
Yeah, okay. Continue. I think let
I'll major whatever I want to major on is only academic, because whatever matters a lot is about academic, because whatever brought us in Siala is about academic. Now I want to major about, I'll major on academics more so. Then it's like, I'll try my best to plead the mind of Congress. Then I know their interest. They want me, I as the president of Siala, they want as I the president to do for them, or to deliver for them. Now to TM. Now these are many years. Let me just tell, let just my viewers on prior this stage. Now, I think Kobias, I told you this, I'm going to buy for interim and then next year election. Let me just tell you this on prior that it's like I'm not sure with the next year election. Next day election, I'll not be around, but sometimes I can be around. Again, it's like I'm not sure. That's 100%. I'm not sure in the next election, but interim, I'm there. Now, whatever I'm going to deliver for Siala is like our first Jacobian and major about academics. I'll try to work with the administration close to deliver for what Congress wants. One, you know that by the time I was selling my policies, I talked about the Wi-Fi coverage in Siala. Even you personally, ni uliza ile Wi-Fi ya Siala inafanya vizuri kweli? I find. Now, those are the things I'm going to do for Siala. I'm going to work about, I'm going to measure about academics first, then I'm going to strengthen the Wi-Fi coverage of Siala. Then secondly, because I'm going to fight just for interim 3 months, I can't deliver all. I can't promise whatever I can't deliver. Yeah. There's somebody who's coming behind me who will pick from next year election, new election. Who will pick from where I left.
So you have set aside some will be after you now.
Yeah, by now it's like I'll be doing endorsement. Yeah, something is awesome. For next year. But I'm not sure with like I'll be there. But whatever I can say, I'm sure now it's like I can say whatever I can deliver when in those 3 months.
You are sure with the
Yes, I'm sure we will tell you.
You know, as a moderator, me, I want to be fair, and I listen to each and every person's corner. I can't go on one side, I can't go on the other side. So, my friend Abala, but in interim, we can't say that the Congress will be there. It's a matter of administration will be vetting you, and administration will be vetting you out of the result, out of the discipline, and Abala. During your campaign, do you think you have that much discipline that can make you again go to interim president?
remember the one. Kabbalah, how do you say that during campaign or when people are being elected, the school always have their project. Can you now elaborate for us? What do you mean by the school have their project? And now that you want to go for the interview, are you their project?
And now,
Let me remember something.
you know, it's like that things now we should not discuss.
No, these are your own words.
We just share.
They are your own words.
So that maybe when somebody was going to debate you, now it can make him debate me. Yes.
Okay. But whatever I can say about that, but project organization. You know, me, I myself, I share with everything with my opponent, Steve. Then we share a lot. Even he was the one who told me that it's like, who forced him to fight for that post was back to my mind, that stays me
You are a politician.
No. We are not here to spread false allegation.
Yeah.
On our school. Just to be factual. Whatever you are saying, my friend, can you prove some evidence that the dean told Monastic to apply, or you are just talking?
No.
Because we are here.
Okay.
I have a question before you continue.
Yeah.
To you, Mr. Fred. Yes. I think I was in your team when you were campaigning, when you were vying. I was there for you in terms of communication. You are aware of that. I've just heard you saying that you are suspecting that there was somebody who was on the project of the administration. It's the same you just say that in a competition there must be loser and a winner. So let me urge you, I'm a God-fearing man, I believe. Yes. So take note on this. There's a certain verse in the Bible saying, when the time is right, I, the Lord, shall make it happen. So by then, it was Steve's time. Wait for it like her. Okay, you must trust on yourself. By the way, you just say that unajiamini wewe utachaguliwa kama chair wa shule. Just trust in yourself, but never let it be out of your mind, believing that there is a let it be out of your mind. Don't believe that there is a project of the administration. Just stick into your mind that they will just say it before that there must be a winner and a loser. That's all.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's a great point. Like I can understand it. That's a great point.
Honorable, allow me dilute something.
Yeah.
As we are now speaking right here, we are being watched by many people. So when we speak, I beg that we don't touch so much on the very institution speaking ill about them so much. When we decide and do that thing, you just say they can say, oh, we use a thing that so let us just speak our mind positively to the people of Siala.
Yes. Thank you so much. Me, it's like whatever I'm saying. If I can talk about talk about the thing, our institute. I think is working with the council, with the entire council, the current council, and this like they were just working close. I can say we was always trying to our best. So to stay there, to maybe test that.
You were an aspirant last time for presidency. In fact, I can appreciate you that you struggled. But through the team you are with, you said this time you want to go for interview and you are sure. So, were you that much disciplined during that reign that will make you sure that you will be for this seat? Because Abala, when we are speaking the truth here, those guys who you were with, you took them to the club, you buy them alcohol, they come to school like they want to fight everybody in school. Somebody even came to me, talking about your skirt, so you feel like, ile pombe namwambia now is strong or on a ban. So, do you think that's a strategy that you can use again to manipulate something?
Yes, thank you so much. I think on your behalf, I can apologize about that. Whatever happened last time, it was not so much good. Even me on my side, it was not so much good. I think for those who are people who have ended last time, they are not so much good. But I can apologize about that. Very much that inasemekana is like ni mtu mmoja tu, mnaweza kuwa watu wengi kabisa, lakini mtu mmoja anaweza fanya nini? Anaweza uoa nyama yote. So it's like our apologies about that, about fighting was not so much good because it's like I've had a lot about my team. so much because I can apologize for my viewers, my colleagues. I can apologize. That's not the right previous approach because it's like I myself. That's why even yesterday when then my team was calling me yesterday. They never knew that I can have such a thing. They are asking me why I've done that because it's like our decided mind as my own, as my friend, as a friend, because I know that I am able and I think I can deliver whatever the Congress wants without everyone's mind. You know, our it's like better. Maybe I apologize about that. It was not so much good, but unajua mambo ya Congress ni mambo ya leo. Last time is like I was nilikuwa nawaona si pombe ilikuwa soda. Hakuna pombe.
Maybe they were taking that.
Let's take it from there. You know, that maybe it was a strategy that you wanted to use. That I was trying to fix that if you use it this time, my friend will get what I'm
Let me just tell you what's in there. It's like whatever I did last time. It's like I promote my team because they work with me together up to the last moment. Now it's like I'll just appreciate them whatever they have done for me, giving them maybe some prize for soda. Moja ama hivyo it's like we can celebrate. Now refreshing their mind. Now Congress of them you have to refresh their mind.
It's good.
Yes.
It's good. So, and if nataka utoke nayo hapa, when you want to be a leader, sit down yourself, have a meeting on your own. People will give you many advice. Kila mtu atakuja na strategy yenye anataka utumie. But wewe mwenyewe angalia ni strategy gani unataka kutumia. Will it harm you? Will it benefit you? Will it help you personally? We have even council who were in council, but when the result came, my friend Arua, they had failed, not even with the fact, failed. Meaning they majored on politics more than education. But in school,
wait a minute. Maybe remind me that point that we will be finishing at the end. I went to some school I not mentioned. I heard of the same problem of some students in school participating in some clubs, whatever. They just decided to take everything about what they have joined in as a group until they forgot about learning. So if, if they recruit more people, how will the state of the school now look like?
even in Siala, we have there. And in fact, I want to encourage them today with the time since
Yes.
Yes, thank you very much. Now, whatever can come about your question which you asked me, it's like I can tell comrades, they have to measure about academic than politics. You know that easy politics, neither particular. They are just for 6 months, they are 1 year. Then it's like if you never measure, never dwell about academics, never measure on that, you will end up missing a lot. You lose many things. Now I can tell Congress, now whoever, now in case maybe it's like you are abstract, now you have somebody you are supporting. Now you have to support him at the limit, but giving much time for about academics. That's whatever I can say. But whatever I'm going to condemn, me as myself, because I'm going to be the president of Siala September, whatever I'm going to condemn is about Imamboya clubs. Because it's like condemned last time. We are both Congress, we killed last time. We were about to kill Aponya. It's like condemned that, and I think everyone and understand. Now, whatever I'm going to do for them, I'm going to make sure. Now, every day they can just, even if it's like we are going to create anytime, they can refresh their minds. Maybe big Fridays or whatever. Now, it's like whatever I'm going to measure on fear, by the time you are discussing. government, all 1 week, they enjoy what is called a college is, yeah, that kind. Yeah.
And don't you think students will demand that now, being it is a 1 week thing, perhaps wengine waanze kusema ongeza tena?
Hapo, it's like,
Really
it's
force
like,
you to reject that in the-
because they would never be, I know they are going to be happy with that 1 week because all those last years, those 2 years, they were done only for 1 day. Now think on my side, I know that they are going to be happy. Now we are going to do for it the whole 1 week.
Honorable, just one question, then I give to the next honorable guest who joined us.
Yes.
How would you handle conflict among the students themselves? That when it comes to the season of election in school, you now vying for this post of president. What methods or what are the ways you are thinking you are going to implement there so that the conflicts that may pass somebody or make somebody fight over another person comes to an end? What ideas do you have towards this? Because a little bit I've heard about conflicts that happen about, but I don't want to mention who did it and all that stuff. That is not helping me right now. Just as a solution, you now as somebody going to fight for this post.
Thank you so much. Now conflict, I can talk about conflict because conflict must be about 2 parties or 2 people or more than two people. Now the good strategies I can use is like I can call 2 parties listening to all sides. Nasikia huko. Now it's like I'm going to not take this direct to what the superior. Now my superior is now being on state to students. Now the good strategies I'm going to use, I'm going to call these 2 parties. Maybe it's like a party. It's like, for example, they were fighting with this my friend. Huyo alikuwa my opponent. Na kuna watu wake. Kuna watu wangu. Sasa hapa katikati watu wanapigana. Ila last election nisikia nilikuwa na voice mingi. Nisikia iko na walipiga watu kabisa. Na but nilikuwa mbaya kabisa. It's like the conflict I have to listen 2 parties, his side, my side, and it's like I'll come with conclusion, whatever can do next. Yes.
So, like joining these 2 parties, now let me assume you are in the seat.
Yes.
And now perhaps there were some opponents of yours, you are in disagreement and all that. Wewe huku ni support. Sasa wewe unakutreat vibaya, si unaelewa hiyo ni kitu inafanyika even in our situation, the country we are living in. Now you as a leader, how are you going to clear at all costs so that the next incoming leaders also can go bend low to that formula you use, so that, like I've had you mention in something like you also have some rules somewhere. If something happens, they can also. So now, because now we are looking at the docket of year students,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
We are also pursuing education together, irrespective you are a leader or who in the school. Now, I've had a situation where some students were killed in two during the politics season. Kama hii sahi. Wengine wakanyongwa kabisa wakapotea hivi. Now, I'm trying to view this as a leader who might decide to disagree with your other opponents and perhaps go to an extent of injuring any of them or any of their members or supporters. Then now, the comrades who are going to vote for you to come in to the office, how are you going to smoothen this line at all costs so that even if we now tell our viewers you are now going to be the best, we now come there and support you without doubt?
Thank you so much. Once you're a politician, you have to have some skills. And good politician get some skill from other politicians, colleagues. Now, once you are in that office, now you want to be independent. Now it's like you have to, now you are in Katikati. Now you balance this side, you balance this side. You don't see that now these are my supporters, these ones who are not my supporters. Now you want to work independently. No. Sasa unakuwa katikati. Now not that you keep those people not equally this other side. Now you need you keep them equally. Yeah, you keep them equally to be independent. That's what I can say, and someone has a more.
Thank you, Honorable. Any burning issue before I deliver back to Honorable? Say something.
My question is going to continue. My question is, Engineer Coutinho, last time you applied for a seat of Secretary Academic for Technical Department, right?
Secretary General.
The one you were left behind. It was Secretary General, not technical only. So, after that, you went for the seat of entertainment, right? From Secretary General, from the second seat to the last seat. Then now again, you want back to go to the highest seat. Why do you just want to move from the lowest seat to the highest seat? What did you do in the seat that you are in that encourages you that you will pass all these the minimums, then go to the higher seat?
Well, how many answers do you need?
It's general, so you can say in this one I give this.
Because I did a lot of things. For your information, that I'll give you. One, I was given this position when I applied for something different. So I ended there without the power from the Secretary General. So first thing I did, I introduced the online login here.
Good.
That's the first.
Number two.
Second, I organized the first ever cultural day and freshers day. We talked to the team from Citizen, we bring them to our school, we hired some musicians, people was there, we organized for a good, well-published system. And to my perfection, we did our best. Another thing that I did, now that one,
No, those are enough for me.
No.
Those are enough.
you
You
asked
want
me
to-
a question, you asked me a question, you might help me. I was there, I did them, so I want to answer you, so that next time you don't try.
I'm not starting with that. We are here. I'm a moderator. I will listen to both sides.
Your side.
So when you say you introduced online,
So the-
logging in, my brother Cotello, even when I was in the city, who was there before I was there, that is the Thomas Boy, had begun this logging session.
But it was not working.
In fact, if you
No,
want to
you can start something, but it's not working. I introduced it, I tested it.
That's not introduction. That's not. You endorse what was already there. All my of my domain. Number two, you say the cultural day and Freshers Day was very nice. It was nice indeed, I appreciate. But it was not your mandate. Neither did you even went to Citizen because instead of what to, they visit the Nyanga schools, not that the school go to Citizen, then bring them to a specific school. It was their plan. when the meeting began. So you can see it was done when you were in the office. I appreciate. But kitu nilikuwa nauliza ni moja. It was simple that sasa unataka kuwa president. You are vetted in Secretary Mugabara. Then now, mbona usirudi kwa hii section, uambie tena you are capable rather going to the other side. Staki uende kwa president. Staki uende kwa secretary, nataka uende president. Na kwa nini utaki urudi pale, urekebishe yale ilifanya usifikie kule, design ufike hapo.
Well, I'm getting you right. But while we started, I said, as for now, I can't say whether I'm going for the presidency. But if by that time finds me alive, I decide. So as for now, well, I'm sorry, I can't reveal to you some of my manifesto, some of my agendas, which I'm going to do.
Not revealing to
When
me,
I'm-
we are revealing to
Yes,
the viewers.
but you are the one who has to make this question.
It's okay, brother.
Yes.
Next.
One more chance, then I invite Honorable.
Thank you so much. My question is on the Otieno. Otieno, I've had talking about certain places, this issue of logging in, this time logging in, go online. Na wewe ndio ulianza. Inafanya mpaka saa hii ama ilifikisha wapi? Yeah. Hiyo ni swali ya moja. Hiyo swali ya kwanza anzia moja. Najua kama kwanza tunatoka hivyo. Lakini next question out to our honorable. Okay. I think I've heard talking about you fight for general secretary, but didn't manage to get it right. Then if you came back again, you fight for CS for entertainment, and you got it. Huh? Not entertainment.
It was entertainment.
Let me answer. You are not informed. I've only invited once. This is the Secretary General.
Yes.
And I did it.
Yes.
So I don't know what are you talking
Now to like Richard matter. It's like you fight for general secretary, but you didn't get it right. Then you came here last time to make you are the current council for interim, right? Last person, right? Yeah. But you know that we as human beings, it's just a matter of advising each other. I was just advising, I was just requesting, I was not even commanding about this. Yes. Now it's like Vincent. Being that you're vying for that post to be the third party of command, but you didn't manage it. You get it. My question is the same question Vera asked you. Why can't you just go back and vie for that post, telling those people, now I'm ready and I can manage, I'm ready with everything. Now I can vie for this post and I get it. Because I'm talking about this, because now when you are just debating, we are just talking, just brothers and sisters. Yeah, that's a friend. Because Vincent, you knew that me I vie for that post. You know that I don't want to lose that this my political what? My political arm. You know what? Now it's like I was just requesting. I don't want to lose it because it's like even some years to come, even nationally, I have that interest to fight for. I want to fight for even the but more so, I will just bring my God. If I can fight for that post nationally, I can get MCA. It can be better. I don't want to lose this my political. Not that I was just requesting. I just want to chip in for interim because I was telling that I was not sure with this. It's like I can just tell you that I'm not going to buy bomb.
any president next year. Now it's like I'm just requesting if you can just allow me, give me this time to fulfill whatever was like my expectations. Give them, deliver them, deliver them.
It's another.
Yes. Yes.
Let me answer it.
Yeah.
First, I'm going to start with the question on the online learning.
Yeah.
I'm being guided that I did start. So I only did some adjustment. So when I left the office, I hand over to the person who was working currently. So I told them what particular. So I've not it's not up to date. So I request for some time, maybe waiting somewhere and inquire about the same. But as per now, I can't answer that because I'm no longer in the
Good. In addition to him, Brother Bala, you can't tell Engineer Otieno that to leave for you.
relax. I'm coming there.
We were just talking together as sisters. We were just waiting you to understand.
Allow me just welcome my other guest who just joined us in. And I can also speak something to the viewers. We are live, sir. And many people are watching you right here, wondering how these people are arguing here. So we want you to, first of all, maybe for introduction, I think you are aware of all we are discussing right here. And we want you to talk to the viewers and especially the Siala fraternity. Yeah, that's why we are here. Not only here for people from other universities. They only watch to get advices. So now, I want you to elaborate a little bit over what our honorable who want to fight for the president seat coming next term, next year, next term. What is your overview about his talk? And now I will give you space. Now say the reason why you are here with us today and move on.
Yes, you got our answer.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you're welcome.
Okay, thank you so much, my friend. Hassan. Hassan. Sorry for coming late, and I planned to come very early. Unfortunately, due to some unavoidable circumstances, to be able to come late. But I'm sorry for that. Yeah, and even by the time I was still on the way, I went for a certain meeting. Yeah, when I was on the way, I called my fellow engineer here. Then told me that the meeting is already on, and you are really moving on very well. Okay, thank you so much. Yeah. Concerning the president, the interview, right? I cannot talk about the interview now. I'm sorry for that because interview it is something concerning your documents and your fluence and your I can say what your communication skills and your character traits, right? Because you know when your character trait is the person. So if your character
Actually, at the moment as we are speaking,
yeah.
we are now getting your characters here.
Exactly. And they know me very well. They know me. They will tell you more. If you get one of this, they will really exactly. They will really tell you. Yes. Exactly. Yeah. So what I can say, as the engineer for example said earlier that concerning what you call the interview, my hands are still tied on my back. So sharing information concerning that, I can just tell my friend, if your documents are clean, my brother, let's meet the partner. Are we together? Let's meet the partner so that they can also, because last time you tried, but you never made it. So just gonna try again, tell them the way you are telling our engineer here, tell them that now I'm capable, now I can produce whatever I'm supposed to produce. Otherwise, sorry, don't bat anybody to reach the panel because whatever is in the brain, maybe you don't know what he knows and he knows what you know. Are you together? Thank you so much, my friend.
Welcome, Honorable Hassan.
Thank you so much.
Viewers, I think we are moving on well, and I believe we are not so bad. I want to to take this seat which you are given by the comrades. Now, how are you planning to gather feedbacks from students about your initiatives and the overall school environment? Now, that takes me back to what I was just asking you a few minutes ago about bringing people together. So, receiving feedbacks from them, and not only them. Remember, you are leading your school, including the other staffs in school as well. So, the feedbacks they are going to give you as their leader, how are you going to receive them? And after receiving them, how are you going to implement them? I don't know if my question is clear, sir. Yes. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Thank you. Let me talk about the feedback for comrades. The good strategies I'm going to use because I had them that plan for I'm going to implement some suggestion box for comrades, only for comrades, because they are people like in school we have some suggestion box tenders, but we don't have that tenders for comrades. Now them telling us the other problems and whatever what we do as mayor president, other president, such kind. Now whatever I'm going to do first, I'm going to implement a certain suggestion box where they can listen whatever they want me to do for them, then they can see a way how I can implement those. Exactly. It's like I'm going to how I can implement those things they are written there. Then it's like I see a way if I can share even with administration together, so that because even I myself I can't promise that if comrades tell me something to do, because I can do those things in my mind. I have to go to share with administration. Now, the administration is the one who are going to tell me the way forward and the correct. Now, the correct procedure or correct to do. Now, that's the first thing I'm going to do about them. And now I need to understand.
Yeah, Honorable, I hear you. Before we come to enclosure, is there any other honorable to give back to the yes,
Okay, I have an issue. I've just heard you asking my fellow how we relate to take back to the administration to the comrades. So this is what I'm just trying to hatch. When I was campaigning, when I was selling my policies, I used to tell my people that there is something called public participation. I was saying this when I was campaigning. There is something I was telling my people that there is something called public participation. I've just heard you saying that you will create suggestion box, which is okay and good. But at some situation, you may find that I may have an issue. Reaching you might be difficult for you. So if you call for a public participation, I'll avail myself, and I think I'll share whichever I can. And you will get the ideas from the students, because as we had agreed before that, your work as a leader in Siala is to represent comrades. You will tell, you will share our interests to the administration. Then how will you know that these are some of the things I've shared with the administration, and this is the thing, the information they have said you should have in mind. You can only have that if you create public participation. So if whoever will be in that office will be in charge of this council, kindly Heshima and Bomba create this public participation. Even if it can be once a month, like you will be in an office for 3 months, if I'm not wrong. Once a month, I think we will take our friendship from a certain point to another. Therefore, I don't have much to share. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you for clarifying, because we are human beings to do for
I think even last time when I was selling my products, it's like I talked about public participation. Even last time when we were just under review of constitution, I talked about I myself, I'm going to create that time so that we can have public participation, so that because there are things you can't do on your own, and there are some people maybe not making it legalize reaching you can be difficult for them. Now, if I call public participation, it can be better. Now I listen any problem, everything, whatever Congress wants, meet me because now I have them now on trial. Yeah, and that's the fact, and that's the good thing I can do. Thank you for that. Thank you, Master. Thank you, sir.
Honorable, before I give the moderator so that we can now call aspirants who may be vying also for the post to talk or lead us, allow me just ask one last question here. According to how Honorable has just talked about how is the comrades know you have taken their request positively, which method are you going to use so that they are now comfortable that our requests are taken care of? So actually, when he was talking, I just remembered what I prepared to ask. Thank you for bringing that in. So, assurity. Which method are you going to make them feel that what you wrote in the suggestion box or you dropped there is taken care of? In what forums are you going to use to do this?
Okay, thank you so much. I think the good criteria can use like mostly all comrades have smartphones, and we have observed before general school. We call it Siala continuing students, and there's another one who is private. Now I'm trying to use for that one who is in Kraya. That was up to everyone and go and watch everything and do everything. Now, aside to that, I think that one can be better. That one will be better. Yes.
And what if it is a personal issue? Like now, me as a work,
Yes.
I have my own issue. Perhaps kuna vile na feel boy will be direct. I don't think so. If they have a problem, they just approach you directly in the office. Perhaps they start through other channel, then they now reach you. So have you set something like a channel of communication?
Yes, that criteria I'm going to create because now I'm not in. I'm not in like in. When I'm in now, when I'm in, when I'm in now, I'm going. I myself, I'll arrange, I'll organize myself, I'll put those people who can reach me quickly. Just within my my colleagues' council. Yes, not any person else. Yes.
Thank you, Honorable.
Just to conclude about this, happy for your courage and boldness that you are going with the top position. That's good. I have to congratulate you for that. But I was asking, you tried and failed. Why can you start with a smaller thing as you come up slowly by slowly? Why can't you go open for secretary head? Then you move to finance, you move to secretary general, then finally chair. Because I don't think you should start climbing a tree. Go.
You don't want to begin from the bottom.
Yeah, that's how people move.
I hear you, sir.
Yeah. Another thing, you were saying that I should not go for chair and go back to secretary. I've not yet decided. I may go back there. My papers are clean, they are ready, whatever I worked as a class rep for 2 years. My first year and now my third year. So start from somewhere. And find yourself at the top.
Thank you.
Even my brother is supporting that.
Thank you. No, thank you. Whatever can.
Let me finish. Yes. I want to also tell you, you are saying you will go for the interim and again go. Listen to me. You are the one. You are going for the January and you are also going for the interim. You know you have one stone and you want to kill 2 birds. So at least sit down and decide on one thing. If you don't do that, you are going to fail.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Honorable Vincent. I think I can I will begin with your first question. What's the reasons why they were begin with the lower one? Maybe it's yes, right?
Yes.
Now it's like once again I was a classmate.
Oh, you worked as a class.
Yeah, I was a classmate. Yeah, and I'm proud of it.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm proud of it.
Now we can
I'm proud of it.
go ahead.
Yes,
Go ahead.
after that,
Go ahead.
yes, no. Now, after that, I started telling you that issues about the politics. I never did those politics in Siala. I started politics when I was living outside. When I have done with my high school schooling. I was like dreaming one day, why can't we be like such person? But even my dad, I was seeing my dad. My dad is like zingine hizi kula. Na mambo ya siasa tu. Sasa hiyo kitu venye alikuwa naenda hivyo, pia naona tu inaingia kwa roho kabisa. Nikasema hiyo siku moja ya mimi nikuwe mali. Unaona? Now once I was working last day, now it's like after that I sat down, I myself. I said this, I'm a man. Whatever you can do, I can do.
But you're not me.
Whatever Steve can do, whatever Canberra can do, I can do. Because I'm capable. Yes, I'm capable. Well, yeah, you are a strong man. Yes. Okay.
Are also aspirants of the 2027, the president of Kenya. That is, we have Salasia. Don't forget that.
Yes.
Salasia is an MP right now. We move to the president as his will.
Yes.
Everything that. Then we have somebody by the name that is Babu Wino coming for government in Nairobi. Is now an MP. We have the Matiani. Was once a CS. We have the Chief Justice. That was Maraga, right? Maraga was a Chief Justice, right? Before he became interested in president. So among those our giants, who are you following? Because you must have your mentor. Are we together? Because you cannot say that everybody's a leader. Everybody's a leader. Not in government or not in any institution, in your family. Are you together? In a man, you have to control your family. You're a leader. Yeah, but the leadership where now you have to govern so many people, you have to train leadership qualities. So that is why I'm asking, who are you following? So that us also we follow that person, so that we have a clear information concerning that person.
Thank you so much.
Exactly. Before you answer, sir,
Yes.
do you have political parties in this situation?
Yeah.
I failed to ask that at first, by the way. Okay, go ahead.
Now, thank you so much. Wonderful.
Yeah, Hassan.
Hassan.
Yes, sir.
I want you are going to be the first person to follow my step. I'm not going to follow any step for the national.
So you want to call me like that in politics?
Not like
This one I
this
want
is
to call.
the first time you are going to see your eyes.
I can't be a president, man.
Moving from
I can't be a specimen in laboratory. That is what I can share with the viewers, man.
Now, I want to continue. You understand that politics is about the interest of someone.
Exactly, interest and passion, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I have that interest and passion about find that president, being president of Siala, coming down from president to direct to president. Because it's like I see that I was capable. I was capable because.
Thank you. That is why I wanted to answer. You are capable, right? You are capable, but you are a class. One at a time. You are not as yet.
Yes.
So meaning, I don't know how you will go that. Signing class attendance. Finance, then presidency banner. That one requires a legal implementation. Are we together? To the token that you are vying for. So I'm failing to understand that. Otherwise, you can just let the opponent to understand so that we also be convinced. Yes.
How are you going to control these 11 ministers when yourself
You are classic.
you are classic? You've never been in the ministry. How are you going to control this 10 ministers?
Thank you so much. Thank you, Vincent. Vincent, I want to convince you together with
Hassan,
Honorable Hassan.
Exactly. Yes, Engineer Bala.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
I know that I want to convince you together with your colleague, Honorable Vincent. Honorable,
Yes.
I think we have talked about how comes I can go and sign the documents about the presidential seat. Yes, yet I was in
Class rate.
yes, right?
Yes.
Now it's like our talk about politics. Even you have agreed with me. Right?
Yeah.
Now, I want to convince you, Honorable.
Yeah.
Now, think that even you yourself,
Exactly.
even you yourself, right?
Yes.
I think you came up directly without being even in class rate. Yes, right?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But you can get I can give you the document. I can give you the document.
No, we are not yet one. We are not yet one.
Yes. Yeah.
One at a time.
We are now honorable.
Yeah.
We are here about what make leadership
Yeah.
is about your skills you have. You can whatever you can do about this. But we are here.
Yeah.
How we can live for complex of Siala. We can improve.
Yes.
You can have a big person, right? He is older than you. It's true. Then it's like what skills? Right? That's why it's like I was thinking I was capable. I can do.
Thank you.
Yes, I can do.
But don't tell the media. Don't tell
Yes.
the viewers that I've never been a class rep. I've been a class rep. I became a class rep. Then I came to CS that is the director of sports. Then I came to the fashion.
Oh,
Are you together?
So that is why I was saying that no child is born and we get to work instant and nice.
It's an ordinary adult.
You guys come now, we come now when you are there, so that you give us how did it begin. Yeah, I think that is the right target. Yeah, allow me give my moderator time so that they can welcome the two delegates who are just arrived.
Yeah, thank you very much. Once again, we have new members within us, and they will also share with us their interest. They will share with us what they have seen in Siala. Actually, let's be people also who also congratulate the Migori as a whole, the Kamagambo, the Romo sub-county, because in fact we built something for them. I'm not from Migori, I'm from Kisumu. But through my coming to Siala, through my leadership in Siala, has made me also bring others so that just come from hapa na ufike hapa. It's a chain of command, pole pole. So that way we should also appreciate our school that we are joining Siala kama tuko na building moja. Today appreciate Siala kuna building start. So as we speak, also we can also sell our school so that people can also join our school. Asha, my brothers, just introduce yourself first, then we come back to sharing our agendas. Otherwise, welcome, brother.
Thank you very much. I'm good to be here. Very... This day we have been waiting for each other. It is finally arrived. I've been sitting and staring there, and this way and there. Your politics there is very interesting. And all appreciation, much of your argument is very interesting. Okay, before I proceed further, my official name is Obiambo Paul, but most of people know me as Makotila Jr. Obiambo Paul, you can search me anywhere, but you can't recognize me as that Obiambo Paul at Makotila Jr. The most or the core interest of being here, we are going to talk about it.
Welcome. They say I'm Wala James of them from Siala and politics. The reason why I'm here is not really about politics. I'm very clear, it's not really about politics. It's because we want the best for Siala. I was invited here by Bala, told me we will be discussing things to do with Siala leadership. And as you all know, politics controls everything. So if we can have a good leader in Siala, meaning Siala can develop and there can be a better future in Siala. So with those, thank you. I think we'll talk more.
Okay. They know me with the name of this my colleagues call me the same. What is pinching us there? That's why I personally come here. At least we can discuss these issues rather than politics. And as my brother said, the politics is matter of everything. If it is a politics, we will just beat it the way it comes back. Please, there are other things that we need to talk about. We have issues that are really terrible there. So, I'm in the panel. I'm going to finish.
Thank you very much. The brother said we should talk things pertaining our school, isn't it? But things that pertain to our school are through leadership. Why should we build this leadership so that it cannot transform things that are not there within us? We are not much in politics, brother, but we are talking about how leadership can bring such things to be good on our side. So as we are speaking of our school, there are terrible things, but we can also say there are also good things the other side. Everything that has an advantage must have also an disadvantage. So as we speak, let's speak on both sides because we are not viewing, viewers are not only from Siala, but viewers are from different places. Migori, Kisii, Kisumu. So as we speak what you know is also helping us on the other side so that people can also come to our school.
Actually, you may leave Siala to attend school at Kisumu Poly, for example. Then they see you and they remember, was this the same person who was just talking to people on social media the other day, negative.
Yes.
And now you come here telling us you want to buy Wanakakando.
Yes.
That is good.
So I'll usher in Brother James. I'll please that you begin with the session. You can share with us so that you can ask many questions and we can also ask you many questions. Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Speaking of questions, don't think you're the right people to ask the questions. Oh, he doesn't have that authority. But if I of questions you answer, maybe you change anything.
Indeed.
So in fact, I don't see I'm going to ask questions. Just give ideas. Or maybe
To
propositions.
rectify it before we proceed. All these people sit here, they have eyes to see future. That's why they have interest in politics, they have interest in being leadership of Siala. All. As Hassan sit here, as Kotieno, as Abala, Vera, and my colleagues others, as I sit here, before I have a view of being in a Siala leadership, first of all, we have to apply as a small politician still trying to post in a polytechnic. Leadership for change. So you can't convince us, you can't convince me, you can't convince yourself as somebody have a view to be a leader that you can't ask the leadership. Example, I see my colleagues before when I was outside, Hassan was saying, as a politician, are you having somebody as a role model? It was right. I think last time I see you talking about Fred Matiang'i. He was in Citizen. Fred Matiang'i is not in the Kenyan government as now. Yes. But then some questions that was arising to him. Why are you interested in this? What change will you bring on this? So don't convince yourself that you can't ask questions. Thank you.
As per what I said, it seems it was the statement was a bit ambiguous, as in it had a different meaning, so you understood it from the other perspective. What I'm trying to say is, I never meant that I'm not going to ask questions related to what they do. That one I will confirm that they got they are good for us. But what I was trying to say is that I'm not going to ask questions like now. Wi-Fi is not a Siala. I'm not start asking questions that they don't have to answer.
Excuse me. I'm very sorry. I just for me. You ask you have been given time to him. He cannot begin to asking us questions all the questions without telling us the purpose of him being here and why he allowed himself to be alive. What is his interest in coming to us or not? And
Thank you. So give another chance.
Let him now be asking those questions and now answer. Because it seems now you are asking the question there.
Brothers and sisters, I'm a sister in you. So I want you to speak. Sitaki tuanze na nguru zangu nguru. Speak what you ought to speak. Thank you. Welcome, Tema Kami.
Just we are discussing, not like damage at campaign level or whichever level it is. We are still trying to gather our ideas. That's why we are talking. Otherwise, kama tungekuwa tunasikilizana, tungeshashikana mashati hapa tunaiwana. So I just want you to take it at a level of we are talking together. So even the viewers, your followers at school, right now they are watching at you, and now they are trying to view you and yeah. So I hope you understand. Good. Continue.
Okay. Well, this is politics. I never wanted to clear first that as for the viewers and as for the Siala comrades and Siala comrades to be, I can make it clear that I'm interested in the presidential seat, but not in during the interview.
So you are not
In the interim still, you may not be worried if at all. There's a reason I don't want to talk about interim. Because the interim is something which is appointed. I cannot say that appointing is something I can say is it's somehow non-democratic. I think you understand what I'm saying. And from my own view, how I know the institution, from my own experience, I had somebody say the other time that the institution doesn't want somebody who pressurizes. And according to me, as they know me as per now, as I speak,
they know me as somebody who I'm full of pressure. I cannot let them, as in, let me just put it clear. It is really difficult for them to allow me to proceed during the interview. Because it is them we are going to allow you. Let's not try and say that now you have that power. It's them who are going to choose. And even as we are all here, it is possible that none of us will be in that cabinet. Right? Yeah, so secondly, what I wanted to talk about is just the entire regime in the administration of Siala. And before I continue, let me say that Siala is a good school. Let's admit that Siala is a good school. And we want to improve it and at least leave it when it is better than how we got it. So, being that now there are some policies that should be made in order to improve fairness. Not only fairness, but to improve development. Because if there is fairness, there is equity. As is proclaimed, I can strongly say and even say that there is no equity and fairness in Siala as we speak. So, if policies can be made, because I believe in policies and I believe in the law, and if the policies can be made and be reviewed and be as part of the law, that's, I mean, the Siala Constitution, that will enable equity and fairness among the students and the administration, then I believe Siala will be better, the more developed than the way it is as we speak. Then I think as for now, let me leave it.
Okay. I will ask that later. But before I leave you, sir, being you are going to vie for this post coming next year, right?
Yes.
But next time? Next year.
God willing, when I'm, if at all I can bring myself.
I believe you are going to be there. Yeah. Me personally, I believe. Yeah. Currently you are not in the office. What challenges do you see among the leaders who are in the seat currently they are facing that pushes you, right, to go and conquer? Like if you take the office after whoever is there, let me just assume you are in the seat. What challenge do you see or have you seen, and it is a repeatedly thing that you have been noticing at Siala as a fraternity, that makes you feel like now if I become the president, then I can straighten this and this and this. So there is always, there are many weaknesses, we can't mention everything, but there is that common one that is always, whoever comes to the office must get this challenge. For example, in our country, every president who have come to the office, they must get debt in that office. They have to clear debt by increasing for us taxes and all that. Hakuna president amekuja kwa ofisi akapata everything is clear. Yeye sasa anaanza from zero.
So,
yes.
To answer on that, I think the only problem there is, the biggest problem, I heard somebody say it the other time, that when you are swearing in, you swear using that Bible saying that you will work closely with the administration. Now underline that, closely with the administration. That's now where the problem is. That's now the main problem, underline closely with the administration.
You don't want to work close with them.
No, working closely and being controlled is two different things.
No,
Let me speak. Engineer, let me speak. It was my time speaking. It wasn't yours. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is, there is difference between working closely and working on their behalf. The administration can work on your behalf.
So you are
Let me give you a vivid example. Currently, the CS of Information and Entertainment, Mr. Gary, there is a heated argument that came between him and the administration. I don't want to mention the exact office. That led to Kevin asking that if at all you were able to do this, why are you electing CS? Because it's like he was doing the work of the CS and forcing things that the CS should discuss on their meetings and agree on how upon they should be done and do them on their behalf. But now he was like doing them, forcing them that now you should do this on this particular day at this time. So meaning this person is just for the students to see them and to earn. But at the end of the day, it's the administration doing as they want and as they plan. There's no involving the student council that now, what should we do or what have you organized? I don't know whether you're getting me.
I'm getting you.
Yes. Now that's the biggest problem that's there. And if at all they can work closely, but not the administration working for them, it can be better. Everything can be aligned. Thank you.
Thank you. I think to advise, I've got one big challenge and it has repeatedly spoken by some of us here about who is controlling after taking the lead. So the person who has